Hi everybody and welcome back to another video. My name is Lori. I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark and on eBay, and I am in the middle of a huge liquidation sale. We are staying at 50% off pre-owned items for one more week because we actually are doing everything we can to keep up with orders. So right now that seems to be a real sweet spot. We're gonna jump back and I am going to just show you some sales that went out today. And I actually was up in Maine over the weekend for Parents Weekend for Rocco. My son is a student at Maine. We stopped in Freeport on the way up. I went to a really cute little thrift shop and then I spent about 5 minutes at a yard sale in downtown Orono. I will have a very quick haul and I will go over all of my numbers for my liquidation sale. So be sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss an upload, if you want to hear all about my liquidation. I started at 1,577 items on September 11th and I'm really excited to share with you where I'm at the end of this video. Good morning, Tina.
Good morning, everybody.
Hi everybody, it is Monday morning. I think I shipped 70 items between Friday and Saturday, and this is like another however many. We are going strong, Tina. So this is a vintage skirt that sold for half off, sold for $19. Yeah. This is an intermix, beautiful top. I love this. I love the ruffle detail, $25. All of the prices that you see here are the 50% off sale, which we are in the midst of right now. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that after my little haul from Maine. This is a new with tag Bordeaux, like very, very soft, like winter white and beige pullover, really cute. That was $20 sale. This Woolovers Longerberger and R8, excuse me, dress sold for $40. This brand kind of sits for a bit, but it's really high quality. And this is a beautiful little Fair Isle cardigan sweater. What else do we have here? This is a bundle with a Peloton hoodie, new with tag Lance and denim jacket in yellow, and a pair of Pumas that we just listed. Tina, moment of silence. This is our routine. And if Lumpy doesn't get this little affection right here, he demands it. Usually he waits for Tina outside of the bathroom and then they embrace. Right, Lumpy? It's like my favorite part of every morning when you get here. He just loves her so much. Oh, that's not nice. You just got a lot of love. Relax, buddy. Okay, behave while we do the sales. Those are his greenies that he loves. Okay. So I stopped at the post office on Saturday. We replenished on boxes. I'm so excited to share all the stats with you at the end of this video. This is a Talbots and Club Monaco bundle. This is a really cute, like poet style blouse, new with tag. That was $47. I feel so empowered since I put the price on the tag. It helps me so much when I do these videos. This is going out to Marilyn. She got the UGG tall boots and this scarf. Of course, I pulled this last weekend, so I didn't write the price. I think this was like a $70 bundle. Corks. These are nice shoes. These got a lot of attention, and we just listed those. Tina, I want to do a total on all of the shoes that sold over the weekend.
Be so excited.
Because we have found like approximately 60 shoes that were in inventory but not listed. A Nike one-piece bathing suit and the Central Park West little blazer in black. This 3-piece bundle was $50. Paul Green boots, Hunter boots, Alfani pants, new with tag, and these cute little holiday socks that I bought at Francesca's, like retail arbitrage, like 2 Christmases ago. Well, actually after Christmas. They say, baby, it's cold outside, and they're adorable. That bundle sold for $100. I think that's everything. Oh, this little bundle over here, I don't have my tag printed yet, but it's a Chico's top, a Spartina wristlet. I was really excited about this Fenty vintage top from Neiman Marcus, and this is a Rag & Bone sweater. This was probably around $80 or $100. I think there might be one more item in this bundle that I need to grab. But that is it for this morning. I'm going to share with you a small haul from Maine, and then we're going to talk numbers. Before we go any further, I want to talk a little bit about today's sponsor. I have some great new updates with Vendoo. Thank you, Vendoo, for sponsoring today's video. Okay, there are 2 awesome features that I'm really excited to talk about with Vendoo that are brand new. So the basics about Vendoo is that they are a cross-listing service that allow you to cross-post your items to multiple marketplaces. As many of you know, my main marketplace choices are Poshmark and eBay. Right now, Poshmark is well outperforming eBay because of this crazy liquidation that I'm running mostly on Poshmark, primarily because it's very, very easy to create bundles on Poshmark and it doesn't impact your shipping unless it's over 5 pounds. The new feature that I want to talk about today, 2 new features. One is they have this great thing now that once you type in your keywords, your title, your description, there's a new feature that will show you what that item's average asking price is for on eBay and what the average selling price is. So that's been really helpful for me as I'm going through my old inventory and delisting and relisting some of the items. If I'm looking in there and Vendoo is showing me that the average selling price for an item is $18 and I have it priced at $44, it's something that maybe was popular when I first listed that item back in 2018 or 2019, but right now that item is only selling for $18 on eBay. So that just is an indication to me that maybe I have it priced too high. It's been really helpful as I'm doing new listings as well. If I don't have as much time to research an item and up pops what the average list price is and what the average selling price is on eBay, you can take that information and you can do with it whatever you want. But those are some really great facts that I am getting now through Vendoo's service. That is just such an awesome upgrade. I've been really using that quite frequently. Another feature that they are rolling out very soon that I wasn't even sure I was going to be able to talk about, but they posted it on their Instagram, is that they are going to have an offer to likers feature. So I'm on their Instagram right now. It says, surprise, Vendoo has a new feature coming up. Send offers to likers. Offer likers a discount and close the sale faster right inside Vendoo. Sign up for early access. Joining the wait list to send offers on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. So it looks like they're going to be, for those 4 platforms, that you're going to be able to send offers to likers, which is phenomenal. Talk about just like having everything in one place. Vendoo continues to get better, continues to make my life easier as a small business owner. If you want to give them a try, click the link in my description. You will save 25% off your first month of service. Vendoo pays for itself. I say it all the time. You start listing on multiple platforms, making sales in multiple areas, diversifying your business, and it gives you such peace of mind. And then they have all these other incredible features that make them the best in the business. So thank you, Vendoo. Let's get back to the video. All right, this is my first time going to the Freeport Community Services thrift store. It's only open on Saturdays, and sometimes we are just passing through on our way to Orono. Freeport is the halfway point. I was so excited that our timing worked out and I was able to stop into this adorable shop. They had all these cute Freeport sweatshirts. Those were new items. I think I have some of the sale prices posted. This is a soup train that my husband wanted me to pick up that I do end up getting at the end of our visit. I'll explain why later. The layout of the store is absolutely beautiful. A lot of the items are $6. Jackets, I think, were $10 unless they were marked otherwise. The store was absolutely immaculate. There was this whole wall of books. It was categorized like a library. Then they had a separate room for linens. I wasn't really in the market for any linens. I just wanted to walk through the Maine sweatshirt. This is an example of the common prices. This is a vintage Patagonia. Had a little staining on the sleeve. It was priced at $15. I really did like this vintage Fox Run sweater. And if I wasn't in the middle of the liquidation, I would have grabbed that. But sometimes vintage is a slow mover for me. This was a leather jacket. It was $24, but a cool moto style. I was checking out the hats. I wanted to try this Lafayette 148. I love the sleeves on it. It's just a little tight through here, but it's really nice everywhere else. And I love this Burberry dress so much, but it's a size 8 and it's $95, so. I didn't see the size on that Burberry dress till I brought it into the dressing room. This is a cute Prana piece that I did end up picking up, and this is just a little glimpse of Freeport on our way out. So we're in Orono, and Rocco's sleeping, and there is a yard sale down the street, so we're taking a walk. I see no clothes, though. Oh, cute. Maybe Rocco needs something here. Okay, it was a quick trip, but she charged me $1 per clothing item. So I picked up 3 4 pieces and gave her 5. Cute little spot. It's an absolutely beautiful day today. Rocco's awake, so we're going for breakfast now. So here we are with the 4 items I picked up. I've washed everything. That thrift store was adorable. So clean, such a pleasant experience. There wasn't a lot of meat on the bone for me to buy things, list them, and have them immediately be 50% off due to my liquidation and have it be worth me picking up, which is why I really didn't get much. My husband wanted a soup tureen. During the pandemic, we used to have these themed dinners. During one of our themed dinners, I want to say it was for maybe Star Wars themed dinner. I can't remember. We wanted a soup tureen for that. So we bought one, and recently the ladle broke. So we picked up another one. It was $12. It was false craft. I thought it was adorable that my husband wanted a false craft soup tureen, so I couldn't resist. So I did pick that up for us. And I ended up getting this really cool copy of Jane Eyre. I am so obsessed with this book right now by Charlotte Bronte. It's a classic. I'm gearing up to read Wuthering Heights. I've been reading a lot of classics these days. I read Pride and Prejudice. I'm in the middle of Persuasion. I'm also reading And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I'm like all over the place, but Jane Eyre has my heart. We're listening to it on Audible, and I just thought this was a cool version from 1987. I have a really beautifully illustrated book that I've been following along with the Audible listing, with the Audible audio. I want to talk to everybody about Jane Eyre who will listen to me. I just thought this was a cool version from 1987. It looks like it was $5. And yeah, I'm probably going to give this book to my friend Marguerite, who is an avid reader. I think she'll love Charlotte Bronte and Jane Eyre. So I think I'm going to give this to my friend Marguerite. Let me know if you love Jane Eyre, and feel free to message me about it, because I've been just loving it, loving it. We are about 2/3 of the way through, and it's fantastic. So at that thrift store, the only thing I decided to bring home with me was this Prana sweater in a size large. This was only $6. I did try on that beautiful Lafayette 148 blouse. I thought it was really nice, but it was still a little tight for me in my tummy. Also, I was wearing really loose fitted sweatpants. I feel like if I was wearing like fitted jeans, they would have held me in a little bit better, and I would have gotten a better idea of what it would have looked like. But I still think even with jeans, it still would have been a little tight on the bottom, but I loved how it looked from like the waist up. But it was $18. So Lafayette 148 is one of those brands, even though it was silk and beautiful, I'm just not certain it would be worth it to get it, maybe price it at like $48 and then have it sell for half off, like $25 plus fees taken out, and I paid $18. It just wasn't worth it. So I left that behind, but I thought this was really cute for $6. I'm probably gonna list this for $38 or $44, and then right off the bat, it will be half off at 50% off. If that doesn't make much sense, what I'm trying to do is to just keep the sale very clean. So anything that is pre-owned is going to be part of the sale. So if I'm adding new stuff to my inventory, if it's just like a basic bread and butter type of brand like these items are, I might mark it up like maybe $4 or $6 more than I normally would. Like I would probably list this for $32. The new with tag items are not a part of the sale. So a lot of people are putting new with tag items into their bundles, requesting, like sending offers for 60, 70% off. It's just not at this stage of the game where I'm at. Then we were in downtown Orono. Rocco was still sleeping. We were waiting for him to wake up because we were gonna take all of his friends out to breakfast. So we were just walking around. It was such a gorgeous, gorgeous weekend in Maine, probably all over New England. It was just beautiful. And we saw a sign for a yard sale, so we walked. The gentleman who was running it had a bunch of furniture, lots of tables, end tables, cute stuff. And I said, oh, I wish I knew if my son needed anything, because you have all these tables and things. He's in a house. And he goes, oh, I was just there last week. He really could use a dining room table. He like made us laugh. He was great, but he was selling a lot of his daughter's stuff. She was in the house. They had a couple articles of clothing on a sheet. I got very little footage from there. But she said $1 for the item. So I picked up 3, I gave her a 5, and she didn't have change. I told her keep the change. She felt bad, so I picked up 1 more item. So I got 4 items for $5, and then I paid $6 for the Prana. So this was one of the tops I picked up. I thought this was adorable. This is J. Crew. It is a size 0. Very pretty, very summery, a little out of season, but I loved this bold tie in the back. Very preppy looking, and then it's got like this little kind of embroidered stitching detail made out of like little circles. So adorable. I thought this was really cute. So I washed it and I hung it, tumble dried this stuff for like 15 minutes and then I hung everything. This was the item I went back and got. I didn't get it initially. It's Nicole Miller, but it's 100% linen. I do love to sell linen, but it was out of season and Nicole Miller is not like a big brand, but since I had already given her the $5, she seemed happier that I took something. It's actually really cute. So this is a size small. I would definitely say this is oversized, longer in the back, really adorable. I'll probably list that for $28 and then it will be $14 right off the bat. So everybody can get some really good bargains on these newly listed items. This I thought was really cute. This is Banana Republic. It's an extra small. I think this is beautiful for the upcoming season. I love the button detail. There are a couple buttons on the shoulder and then there's some buttons in the cowl neck as you pull it over, and I believe it's 100% cotton. It's just a really cute sweater. And red is really popular this season. I think burgundy is like the color of the fall, but red is definitely having a moment. Red leather, red accents, red like pops of red with outfits, like maybe a red purse. So I was really excited to get a color that's really in, and also with the holidays approaching, it's nice to have some red in the closet. I don't know, maybe this will be like a $40 listing so it can go for $20 right off the bat. This is a pair of very lightweight Prana pants. These are also a size small. They're like so light, they almost look white, but they're actually a very, very light blue. They're joggers. They have pockets in the back. Really beautiful condition. I found her stuff to be in wonderful condition, but I did wash them all because they were like laying out on like a blanket on the ground. I picked up 5 items. They cost me $11. If I list them all between like $35 and $42, and people take advantage of the 50% off sale, I still might sell all of this for around, I don't know, $90, maybe $100 if I'm lucky with the half off price. I am still going to be adding just a couple things to my closet just to keep things somewhat fresh. I'll be delisting and relisting items. We have recently gone through our inventory and we are finding so many shoes and boots that were unlisted, but like taking up real estate. So we have been listing a ton of shoes. So besides the shoes, we'll just be adding a couple things. Like when we cleaned out Rocco's room, I took down his curtains, which were navy blue corduroy from Pottery Barn Kids. So I'm listing those Pottery Barn curtains. And there was also like a little star holdback for the curtains in red, also Pottery Barn. So we're listing those. Couple things here and there from the house, but generally I'm not doing any like huge thrift sessions for now. I'm really just doing what I can to keep up with the sales. So let's talk about the sales right now. I started my business in 2018. I historically have really struggled staying on top of my inventory. Since Tina came to work for me, this September has been 2 years. She has totally transformed my operations side of the business. We are so much better about locating items. We have SKU numbers through Vendoo, and then we will also do a tote scan, which is like a QR code system that we use. So we have like double verification on many items now. Things have gotten much better, but I still have items that have the original package with like number 0017, like number 17 of all the items that I've ever listed in over 6 years. I was just in desperate need to start over. I want my inventory to be at a more manageable size. And for me, I think my sweet spot is going to be somewhere between 500 and 700 items. I'm not positive where I'm going to feel comfortable, but we had water damage in our basement a year ago. That prompted me to start clearing out my house because we had so much junk in the basement at the time of the water. So I went through my house over the past year, got rid of a ton of stuff, but my business remained cluttered, for lack of a better word. So now we have finally ordered a new carpet for the basement. It's coming in either November or December. So I have the clock ticking in order to get rid of some of these items. I started with 30% off pre-owned items, then I went to 40% off pre-owned items, and now I'm at 50% off all pre-owned items. New with tag items are on an individual basis. Some items I'm perfectly happy to let go for 50%. Some items I'm not going to let go of for less than 30%. It really depends on the item. Today I had somebody create a bundle and they had a new with tag Lily Pulitzer dress in there and a pair of Adidas sneakers. The Adidas sneakers were $55 and those were going to be half off. The Lily Pulitzer dress was $79. The reason I didn't offer 50% on that dress is because it was a dress that I personally paid for me, and it was tight at the time that I bought it. I never wore it. I paid like $90. That's just one of those items I'm not going to sell for 50% off anytime soon. So I offered 30% on that, 50% on the shoes. My buyer said I'm going to pass. I said, okay, I'm just not selling everything at 50% off unless it's pre-owned. So pre-owned, you are golden, and we have had some incredible sales. So let me just say, when I started offering the 50% off, which was last Wednesday, I believe, was when I posted my video. We're going to go here to Closet Insights on Poshmark. So this shows you where the sales started. This is when I started 30% off. So up until September 11th, I had only made 13 sales on Poshmark. This is like a very sad, common look at Poshmark for me lately. This is when I kicked off the 30%. So I did 270, 482, 205, 112. That was the 30% off. Then things get a little quiet after the sale's been going for a little bit. This was when I started 40% off. So this is when the video went live and I made the announcement that we're now at 40% off. 533, 238, 624, 530. I mean, I was lucky if I was selling. I mean, that was a great day, $177. That was a strong day. But I mean, a lot of my days were looking like this on Poshmark. So the fact that I was making like $624 on a single day, I couldn't believe it. And also if you click over to listing sold here, 30 items in one day, 22, 20. And then this is a few days before I started 50% off. And this is where I started the 50% off sale. Now, if we go to sales, that first day I launched 50% off pre-owned items, $773. This is just Poshmark. So I'm also having some really good sales over on eBay as well. Nothing like this, but still pretty decent. Then 444, 413, 528. So that 528 was on Saturday, and this was yesterday. So I was away all weekend. I wasn't listing any new items. I wasn't delisting and relisting. I was sending out offers, but I wasn't like on top of things. So things tend to die down after the big hurrah of the sale. But what this is telling me, with sales like this every day, I feel like we're in a good place. We're going to do another week at 50% off, because what I also did not do this week yet is offer 50% off the offers to likers. So I want to send out those offers to likers for 50% off before I go down to 60% off pre-owned items. But I am just thrilled, and this is the number that is making me so happy. 258 items sold. Remember, I had only 13 items until September 11th, which means I've sold 245 items on Poshmark since the sale started. And my goal is to sell 100 items a week. So today is Monday. I have 2 more days to get this up to 313 items. If I get to 313, that means I've hit my 100 items a week goal since the sale started. But I am on a path. I've definitely already hit it if I include my eBay sales. If I come over to my Posh stats here, I have 1,297 items. If you remember, I started with 1,577. So I'm just starting to see such progress, and I can't wait until this is under 1,000 items, and then I get to that magic 700, 600 items, whatever that number is for me. And this is current month. So one other stat, if you look at current year, look at this. Like, this is where my sales have been this year. August being really grim, comparatively speaking, and now we're here. I just wanted to share these numbers with you because they are so encouraging to me. So in 4 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I did $2,158 in sales. in 4 days. At this pace, it tells me that that 50% off is really working. So I'm going to continue to send out 50% offers this week. I'm going to do some delisting and relisting. I'm going to go over to eBay, send out some 50% offers to watchers over there. And then we're going to send out offers to likers later in the week. And then I'm going to continue on next week with 60% off pre-owned items. So anyways, thank you so much to those of you who have participated in the sale or left me words of encouragement or told me that you too are cleaning out your closet and your inventory to just feel better about things. I'm really hoping that when this whole process is all done and my basement is completely done over with new carpeting and we have eliminated half of the hodgepodge storage bins that we have down there, everything is in inventory and it's neat and it's accessible and it's in great condition and it's things that I'm proud to have in my closet. I just really miss that feeling. There was a time where I was proud of like everything in my closet early in the process, and I really wanted to have like a curated closet. And I just think reselling has changed a lot. I have changed a lot. My business model has changed a lot, doing so much more business on YouTube than just with reselling. So I just have to have a different approach. As long as the clutter was in my space, I just couldn't get there. And I recently watched a video. It was a video on minimalism, which I feel like if I keep watching these videos, I'll adopt some of the habits because I'm not a minimalist at all. And this woman was actually quoting somebody else's video, so I'm sorry I don't know the source. If you happen to know where this quote originated, let me know in the comments. The comment was, if you're looking at something and deciding whether or not to buy it, if it's not a hell yeah, then it's a no. And I love that. I really want to take that with me into this new business model that I'm envisioning in 2025. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. A little glimpse of Maine, a couple sales that I was able to share with you, some stats, and my sale continues. Thank you again to everybody who has been a part of this sale. And thank you again to Vendoo for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to click the link in my description if you would like to save 25% off your first month of service and get in on the action. All these new updates that they have are just fantastic. Thank you guys so much. Be sure to subscribe if you want to follow along. Hit the thumbs up if you had a good time, and I will see you in a new video real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.